So you guys, I'm warming up this vehicle right now, and I want to talk to you about OKC. I see a lot of media, first and foremost, talking about Josh Giddey. A lot of critics, a lot of fans who are inaccurate about the situation with OKC. Um, Here's what people need to understand about Josh Giddey. First of all, the media has over sensationalized him to a point where they have expectations that are unrealistic of Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey is not no 30-point scorer, no 9+ rebound, no 9+ assist guy. The guy is easily between 13 to 18 points a night, 6 to 8 rebounds, 7 to 8 assists a night. That's his cap right now for this year. The problem is you guys want him to be this great scorer, a dude who goes above and beyond and is right behind Shai or whatever fantastical world you're living in your own heads. Josh Giddey is the identity of this team. Why? Josh Giddey passes the ball. Okay, he has a certain type of intelligence that can help this team be grounded in the ability to do what it needs to do. One thing I do not like is too many teams get this idea of shooting too many threes. They act like they're the Golden State Warriors. And this has ruined the NBA. The NBA needs variety. OKC gives you that variety. And so when you think about OKC, you can think like San Antonio old days. The only difference is it's not, like a big guy like a Tony, not Tony, but a Tim Duncan like that. Chet hasn't reached that level yet. But one thing Chet does, he's amazing at being in the low post and be able to defend and block shots. So Chet is great at that. This is Shai's team, but the identity of the team is definitely Josh Giddey. Why? Because we're looking to get out in transition, pass the ball, make accurate decisions, and things that we're supposed to do. I love Shai, but what made me hate Shai years ago on this team for about the first 3 seasons was the fact that Shai was making mental mistakes in pivotal moments of the game. And so it wasn't until last year that Shai finally got himself together. And so now we're seeing the Shai that we thought we would probably, we thought we would see, after so long, of being here within the organization. So I'm glad that he finally took huge leaps and bounds to where he needs to be. Also, you all may not agree with me on this, but the person we drafted, which is Cason Wallace, he can fit this team, but he's a person I wouldn't have drafted because we needed size. So the fact that we traded Lively instead of keeping Lively, that was an issue to me. I felt like you had a player in Jared Butler, even though he has heart conditions. He was a guy who was more of a fit for this team, who could help us reach another level. Him coming from, Baylor or whatever, and winning. The guy is a winner, and the fact that teams don't give him a shot is a travesty to me. So in my opinion, Jared Butler was a better fit. Lively was a good fit for this team. So just imagine Lively and Chet. I would say our record would be 3 or 4 games better right now as we speak, because we would have had that size. And so because we don't have size and rebounding, that could be a killer for us in the playoffs. But in order for us to reach a certain level, we need to be able to see us move faster in the game. For instance, like a Westbrook speed, like that 2016 playoff speed, where teams were like, man, this team is running us off the court. So if it wasn't for Klay getting hot, of course, history, it shows us that once Klay got hot, it is what it is. So, but usually teams like that who like to shoot 3-pointers, you use your speed to your advantage and you be able to destroy teams like that. So this idea about what this team is and we need 3-point shooters and all that's foolishness. We have 3-point shooters on this squad. We even have a 3-point shooter in Shackelford that we have not used to our advantage. It's nothing against who is that number 12? I'm already forgetting his name. It's nothing against him, but he keeps shooting threes. It's like, dude, Move inside, shoot higher percentage shots. Our team needs to be able to continue to score inside. Quit shooting all these threes. That's the reason why you saw a team like Portland lose, because they kept shooting threes. These teams like Atlanta, Portland, who else? LA, they shoot threes on us because they cannot compete with us. But just wait and see. They'll shoot themselves out of the game. That's what a lot of these three-point shooting teams do. They shoot themselves out of the game. And that is their own fault. Because when you choose not to shoot high percentage shots, you shoot yourself out of the game, literally. By shooting twos consistently, driving to the basket, drawing fouls, getting to the line, rebounding, all those things, those tend to add up the amount of possessions, which makes teams, less relevant, less effective during the game. That's what you want. You want to make sure you shoot high percentage shots, driving to the basket, getting to the foul line, not all this flopping like LA does and all these three-point shooting teams. We're fine where we are at. Josh is fine where he is at. He's playing within the OKC system. That's why it's going to work for him. Now, in the playoffs, like I said, we have to play at Westbrook speed in order to really reach the Western Conference Finals and the actual finals. Because if we don't, the fact that we lack size, the fact that we aren't rebounding, we could definitely lose. So, I'm just trying to make sense of it. But this situation with y'all expecting a lot out of Josh Giddey is getting pathetic. Let it go. It's not going to get no better. Josh, probably by the end of the season, will average between 15, 16 points, 6, 7 rebounds, about 8 or 9 assists. That's what you're going to see from Josh, which is perfectly fine. As long as he's making smart decisions, passing the ball the way he needs to be, as long as this ball has life, energy, and we're moving it from player to player, I'm telling you, this team's going to be amazing. What we saw in the Portland game was child's play to what this team can truly be in the playoffs, in the Western Conference Finals, and ultimately the finals. Because this team can make it with the finals, but will size be the actual determining factor, and will rebound and be the determining factor. Also, J-Dub, he's a decent player, guys, but he's not the third guy. He's not. I'm letting you guys know right now, there is no 3. There is no 3. There's straight up Shai, and that's it. Everybody else is right here. It's Shai right here. Everybody else is right here. Everybody else needs to just fall in line and let Shai lead. And in my opinion, like I said, if Shai is the leader, Josh has the identity of this team. Now, if you want to talk defensively identity, low on the post, of course, Chet, us getting our hands in the lane, things like that, stealing, getting our transition, scoring off of turnovers, things like that. Okay, great, fine. But J-Dub is not that guy. He's not a great shooter yet. He's an okay ball handler, but it's something about him. It's not consistent. So I don't want that pressure on him, number one. And I don't want him to develop an ego. Once he develops an ego, that means he's going to start ball hoggling, iso balling, and the ball's not going to be getting moved around. And that's the problem. That's what we don't want to see in OKC. We want that ball moving. And we make sure that we have scores, the right scores, and the right players get their hands on the ball. I don't care what the media says, what these fans say. It's about Shai right now and Josh Giddey, in my opinion. Chet and J-Dub, in my opinion, just need to fall within the system, do what they do as best they can in the system, and it's about the team. That's it. So there is no big 3. It's just straight up Shai as the leader. Josh is the identity of this team. That's it. So with that being said, y'all, Hotspot Casino on OKC Thunder, I'm out.